Hi, this is Srinivasa Tirunagari. In the last class, we have seen self-join, joining a table to itself. In this class, we will see outer join. Topics covered: outer join, inner join versus outer join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. We will see one by one. Outer join. Normally, if a row does not satisfy a join condition, the row does not appear in the query result. That we know that. Okay. There are some situations. If you look at this diagram is like we have two columns from the departments table. One is department name and department ID. These are two columns from the departments table. Okay. If you observe this eighth row, that is contracting, and department ID 190, if you go to employees table and search for this department ID 190, you don't find any employees for this department. Similarly, we have grant. An employee grant it doesn't belong to any department. Employee grant doesn't belong to any department. So you won't find his record when you match these two tables, employees table and departments table. You don't find these results. Department ID 190. Also, the grant details you will not find because there won't be any matching record between these two tables. Say if you query employees table for department ID 190, you don't find any records because there are no employees for this department ID. Select star from employees table where department ID is equal to 190. So how do you execute this? Highlight this and click on this. See, it did not return any records because there are no employees in department ID 190. Similarly, you see grant. Select star from employees where last name is equal to grant. So if you see this, highlight this query and execute, you will there are two people actually. We are interested in department ID. Look at this, department ID null, the second record. So first name is Kimberly and last name is Grant and his employee ID is 178. No department has been assigned to this employee with last name Grant and first name is equal to Kimberly because this null indicates that he doesn't belong to any department. If you join these two tables, employees table and departments table, most likely you will not get the result for department ID 90 as well as the last name Grant will not be displayed in the result set. So if you want to get these results set, grant is when you compare these two tables, employees table and departments table, and you join on department ID. So you want to display this grant, Kimberly Grant, in the result set, we have to use outer join. Inner versus outer joins. In ANSI SQL, the join of two tables returning only matched rows is called an inner join or equi-join. A join between two tables that returns the results of the inner join as well as the unmatched rows from the left table is called left outer join. So an example, left outer join example. So it is required to display last name, department ID and department name from both the tables, employees table and departments table, but we have to get the employees who doesn't belong to any department. That list also we have to get. So the query is written like this. Select e.last name. E indicates it is an alias name for tables. If you see the from class, the employees is the name of the table and E is a alias name for employees table. Similarly, departments table is there, its alias is D. So we are getting last name column from employees table, department ID column from employees table, and department name from departments table, because it is prefixed with D dot. D is alias name for the table departments. So on clause we are matching E dot department ID is equal to D department ID. Our intention is we have to get the results of the results of the last name as well as department ID. Those employees we want to display as well. Those employees, they do not belong to any department. We want to list out those results with this query. So what we are using left outer join. This is the clause we are using, or this is left outer join is the keywords we have to use. We are joining two tables, employees table and departments table, but the condition is from employees table. If you don't find any matching record in the departments table, still you have to display that. In this example, you find Grant is an employee from the employees table, but he doesn't have any department. Still, it is being displayed in the result set. So I will demonstrate this query in SQL Developer so that you will understand. I will execute this query. We are joining two tables, but it is left outer join. So look at this. We'll scroll down in the result set. IT, sales. They are all matching records. And you look at Grant. His serial number 106. Grant is the last name. And department ID is null. Department name is also null, because Grant doesn't belong to any department. Still we are getting in the result set because of left outer join. We are using a keyword called left outer join. The columns from the employees table should be displayed even though there is no matching record in the departments table. That's what it happened here in this example. Right outer join. There is a scenario that we do not have employees in a particular department, but we want to list out those departments as well, even though we don't have any employees. So look at this query. We are using right outer join. We are selecting last name, department ID, department name from employees table, right outer joined with departments table. We are also using on clause department ID is equal to D dot department ID. This is common column between these two tables, and we are not only the matching records, even though there is no presence in the employees table, and those records are also displayed in the result set. Look at this. Treasury is the department name and department ID is 120. There are no employees present in the employees table. So in the last name we got null. So this is not matching record. Still it is displayed in the result set. Similarly, you take another row. Payroll is the department name and the department ID is 270, and there are no employees in this department. Still it is being displayed in the result set because of right outer join. The right side table is departments table, so it will pick up the records from the right side table and displays in the result set, even though there is no matching record on the left hand side table, which is employees table. I will just demonstrate this query, how we can execute this query and see the results. Highlight this, click on this green button, and you will get the result. If you scroll down, further down, so what happens? You see some records on the last name is null. Look at this, last name is null and department name is NOC, and manufacturing department, its department ID is 170. There are no employees in the manufacturing department. Government sales, so look at this, department ID is 240 and there are no employees present in the employees table. So all these are presented in the result set even though there is no matching records because of right outer join. It picks up the column from the right side of the table and displays even though there is no matching record on the left hand side table, which is employees table. In this example, these results are displayed because there is no matching record. See, 160, department ID is 160. You don't find in employees table. If you query, you will find this. Look at this. Select star from employees table where department ID is equal to 160. If you query this and click on this, see, there are no employees here. Look at this. There are no employees in this department. Still, you find these results in the previous query. I will show again. I will query this and you will find this. Look at, scroll down. Department 160. Here, see this. Benefits. Department name is benefits and you don't find any employee. Still, it display in the result set. You find this record because of right outer join. We use right outer join. Full outer join represents even though there are no matching records between employees table and departments table, you will find them in the result set. In this, look at this. You see this result set which is shown in the diagram, following diagram. So grant, the serial number is 19. Grant, there is no matching record in the departments table. Still, you find this in the result set. Similarly, NOC, manufacturing, government sales, these are the department names. You don't find employees in the employees table for these departments. Still, you will find this in the result set because of full outer join. In this example, I am retrieving last name, department ID and department name from these two tables, but I am using a clause full outer join. I am joining these two tables with the clause full outer join. And on common column, on clause is also being used. That is department ID is equal to D dot department ID. Look at this. E dot department ID is equal to D dot department ID. So E indicates it is a alias. We know that this is name for alias name or other name for employees table, and D indicates that it is an alias name for departments table. So we are in this example, we are getting last name from the employees table, department ID from the department table, and department name from the department table, and we are using full outer join. So even though there are no matching records in the employees and departments table, they are being displayed. I will just demonstrate this example and I will show you the result. So I will just execute this query and click on this. You will see all the matching records. So last name is King, he belongs to department ID and department name is equal to executive. So this 90 department ID 90 presents in both employees table as well as in departments table. So that's why it is picked up and displayed in the result set. Similarly, if you scroll down, Grant, you look at this. Grant is the last name of an employee, but he doesn't belong to any department. Even this is also picked up in the result set. And if you continue scroll down, you see this manufacturing department, there are no employees in manufacturing department. Government sales, there are no employees in government sales. Even though these are not matched actually. You don't find department ID 240 in the employees table, and you will find department ID 240 in departments table. So even then they are being picked up and displayed in the result set. So because we are using full outer join. Thank you.